Hello, welcome. My name is Rachelin Garcia, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the second class of this series of videos, Yin Yoga for Beginners. In today's class, we are going to be working with our spine. That will be the main target. And remember that it's always a good idea to keep props near your mat. Keep some blocks, folded blanket, cushions, pillows, whatever that you might consider necessary, keep it next to you. So now let's just start first of all by sitting. We relax our shoulders and we are going to close our eyes for one moment. Now let's take a deep breath in slowly and then exhale slowly, gently. Once again, take a deep breath in and gently let it out. Now, I would like for you to take a moment to think of an intention for this class. What would you like to get from it? The answer sometimes is behind the why are you here on the mat today? And maybe you don't have a specific intention and you are just open. Your intention is to be open to whatever this class might have for you. Now take a deep breath in and with the exhalation, slowly open your eyes. And we are ready to start. We are going to start by standing. We can have our feet hip distance apart. We are going to inhale, bring the arms up. And then with the exhalation, we are going to bend our knees and we are going to bring our chest towards our legs. Then we can place the hands on the mat and then we are going to lift up a bit our tail and we want to let our back hang. We let our head hang, our shoulders are also hanging. Our feet and legs are going to be a bit active because they are holding our body up. But we want to relax completely our spine. Then here we can choose to keep our hands resting on the mat or we can hold our elbows. And then we are going to hold this pose for 1.5 minutes. Remember to keep breathing and relax your face. Now slowly place your hands on the mat if you didn't have them there already. Keep your knees bent and then just bring some length to your spine. Maybe you want to use some support, a block in front of you to lift your body a bit higher up. And then we are going to walk our knees a bit. So we bend one knee and then straighten the opposite one. And then we switch. Now, if you were using a support, put it aside. And now we are going to bend our knees and come into a squat. We want to open our feet so they are pointing a bit outwards. And if you cannot bring your heels to the floor, then you can use maybe some support, some cushion, or even a block. You can place them so that you can stay here. Then we're going to bring our arms on the inner side of our legs, and then we're going to press our palms together, and with the arms we're going to press on the legs, and we try to keep our back straight. And then we hold this pose for 1 minute, actually 2 minutes. Remember to relax your face, your jaw, relax your shoulders. Last 2 minutes. Now we are going to place our hands on the mat again. Lift up our hips again, close our feet, make them point to the front of the mat. We bend again our knees a little bit and bring our chest towards our legs. And once again, we are going to let our back hang. And this time we are going to try to straighten a little bit more our legs, if that's possible. If not, then you just keep your knees bent. And now we hold the pose for 1 minute. Okay, that's 1 minute. Now slowly we come back into our squat. And if we put our feet further away while we are squatting, then the squat is going to be more intense. And if we have our feet closer together, then it's going to be less intense. Now we do this pose again for 1 minute. Okay, now slowly we're going to sit on the mat, then we're going to extend our legs, and we are going to lay on our back to do a short rebound after those two poses. Feel the effects in our body. Now take a deep breath in, and with the exhalation, slowly come back to sitting. We are now going to do a butterfly pose. And so we are going to place our feet together, and we are going to keep them away from our body. So we create a diamond shape with our legs. Then if it's hard for you to keep your back straight while you are here, remember, support is your best friend, so sit on top of something. Then we want to lean forward, and we want to start this movement from our hips. So we inhale, and with the exhalation, I start the movement from the hips, and then I can allow my back to round to try to bring my head towards my feet. If this is uncomfortable for your legs and you cannot relax, then you can place some blocks underneath your legs, and then that will help you. You might be here like this, you might be here lower down, you might be here, whatever is more comfortable for you in the moment. The target in this pose is the lower back, and then we hold this pose for 3 minutes. You can also choose to place your elbows on the mat, and then with your hands hold your head. You could also use a big pillow. I actually don't have one right now nearby, but you could use it and then just be here resting like that, so that you know the options that you have. Once that you have found your final position, you relax completely and try to stay still. You can choose to observe where you are feeling the pose in your body, or you can choose to focus on your breath. Now slowly come back up. Extend your legs in front of you. Give them a little shake. Move them from side to side. Now bend your knees. And we are going to lift our hips up. Do a reverse table. Inhale. And then exhale down. Once again, inhale. And then exhale. Now we are going to extend our legs in front of us for caterpillar. And if it's hard for you to keep your back straight, once again, support. So we can keep our legs a hip distance apart. Our feet don't have to be together. And once again, we inhale. And with the exhalation, we want to start the movement from the hips. And then we allow our back to round. And we are going to try to bring our head towards our leg. And then here we can place something in between our legs for support, like a big pillow. Or you can also place a block. And then you support your head like this. We stretch our arms and try to bring them closer to our feet, or you can just hold your elbows and be here. And then we hold the pose again for 3 minutes. Once we have found our variation, we stay still, we relax completely. If the pose feels really intense on the back of the legs, then you can bend a little bit your knees. In this pose, we are working with the back of the spine. We are stretching the whole spine and a little bit the neck if you have the head a bit hanging. Also the back of the legs. So we are working with all the back part of our body and also the front with compression. Now slowly come up. Bring your hands on your back. Once again, give a little shake to your legs. Now slowly lay on your back for a short rebound to feel what these poses have done for us. Now take a deep breath in, and with the exhalation, start turning around so you can lay on top of your belly. We are going to do a sphinx now. So you can keep your elbows a bit in front of your shoulders. You can choose to keep your arms parallel with each other or interlace your fingers. If this is very intense for your lower back, then you might choose to bring your elbows a bit further to the front and just be here. So find whatever position is best for you right now, and then we hold the pose for 2 minutes. Relax your legs, your back, your face, your jaw. In the previous poses, we were stretching the back of the spine, and now we are doing the opposite. We are stretching the front of the spine and compressing the back. Now slowly come down. You can place one hand on top of the other and then rest one side of your head on top of your hands. And then relax your body completely. Breathe deeply and try to direct your breath towards your lower back. Try to feel how with every inhalation your lower back will lift up a little bit. Now help yourself with your hands and let's come into a child's pose. We keep our legs a bit separate, like hip distance apart, and then we bring our chest towards our legs. We place the arms next to our body, and then we can choose to rest our forehead on the mat or the chin or the side of the head. And then we stay here for 1 minute. Relax completely. Once again, slowly come back up. Come back to laying on top of your belly. Now we are going to do a seal pose. So we are going to place our hands in front of our shoulders, and then we are going to press and lift our chest up. Check if this is available for you. If this is very intense for your back, for your lower back, then you can just repeat the Sphinx. Remember, you don't want to feel any pain. You want to feel a bit the stretch and the compression. You might give it a try. And then if it doesn't work for you, just come to the Sphinx. And then we hold this pose for 2 minutes. Relax your legs, your back. Stay with your breath. Now slowly lower down. Place one hand on top of the other, and if before you were having the left side of your head on top of your hands, now you can rest the right side. And feel the effects of the pose. Breathe deeply. Now slowly press with your hands and come back into a child's pose. Once again for 1 minute. Arms next to your body. Now slowly come up. Keep your knees bent. Sit on top of your heels. If this is very uncomfortable, then you can place something in between your legs. We are not going to stay long here, so trying to keep length on your back. Now we are going to open our arms to the side and then open our chest, lift it up, and then with the exhalation we close our arms and give ourselves a hug, rounding the back. Then once again, inhale, open the arms, open the chest, and then exhale, give yourself a hug. Now inhale, come back to neutral, and we are going to lay down on our back. We do a little rebound, feel the effects of the pose. And now we are going to place our feet on the outer edges of the mat, even a bit further. And then we are going to bring our right foot next to the left foot, or we can even put it on top of it. And then we are going to bring our arms over our head, and then we are going to grab the right wrist with the left hand, and then we are going to move our body towards the left. So we are going to create a banana shape with our body. And when we are doing this, we want to make sure that both of our hips and shoulders are touching the floor. So we are laterally stimulating our spine. We don't want to turn around, otherwise we are losing that. And we hold this pose for 2 minutes. So we have already stimulated our spine on the back, on the front, and now we are stimulating the sides. On one side we are stretching, and then on the other side we are compressing. Now slowly come back to the center for a short rebound. Notice if there is any difference between the right and the left side. And now once again, bring your feet on the outer edges of your mat or even a bit further. And now you're going to bring the left foot next to the right foot, or you can place it on top of the right foot. And then you are going to bring your arms over the head, and you are going to grab the left wrist with the right hand, and then lean your body towards the right. And now we feel the stretch on the left side. Remember to keep both of your hips and shoulders touching the mat. And now we hold the pose for 2 minutes. Remember to relax completely once you have found your edge, your position, and try to stay still. Now slowly come back to the center. Feel the effects. Now bend your knees and bring your legs towards your chest. Hug your legs and move your body a bit from side to side. Now, after having stimulated the front, the back, and the sides of the spine, we are going to give it a little twist. So we are going to lift our legs up. We are going to try to keep our knees on top of our hips and the legs about 90-degree angle. And then we are going to extend our arms at a shoulder level on the sides. And then we are going to bring both of our legs towards the left side. And we are going to try to keep both of our shoulders touching the mat. And if we cannot touch the floor with our knees, then we are going to place some support underneath our legs. Then we can choose to bring our right arm over our head or keep it on the side, and then we look towards the right, or if that's uncomfortable for our neck, then we can choose to stay looking up. And now we hold the pose for 2 minutes. Now slowly come back to the center. Bring your legs up. Extend your legs. Feel your body. And now bend your knees once again. Bring your knees over your hips. Keep your legs about 90-degree angle. Extend your arms to the sides and bring your legs towards the right side. Maybe you need some support underneath your legs. Try to keep both shoulders touching the mat, and then you can choose to look towards the left or stay looking up, and we hold the pose for 2 minutes. Now slowly come back to the middle for your rebound. Feel the effects of the pose. Now bend your knees and bring them towards your chest. So now when we were having our knees on top of our hips and we move the legs towards one side, the twist was happening mostly on the lower side of our spine. So the closer we bring our legs towards our chest, the higher up the twist will happen. So now we want to twist again towards the left, but keeping our legs as close as possible to our chest. Then we extend the arms to the side, inhale, and then exhale, move the legs towards the left. And we hold this pose for 1 minute. You can look to the right. Now slowly come back to the center. Stay there with your legs close to your chest. And now bring them towards the right side. And we hold the pose here again for 1 minute. You can turn your head towards the left. Once again, slowly come back to the center. Extend your legs. Feel the rebound. Feel your spine. Now bend your knees. And we do some windshield wipers. So we move both our legs towards the right, and then we bend them up, then to the left, and keep doing this for a little bit. Now we stop the movement and we extend our legs, and we are ready for our Shavasana. Remember, if it is cold, you can choose to put a blanket on top of yourself, and then just relax your whole body. Now take a deep breath in, and with the exhalation you can start moving your fingers and your toes. Circle your wrist and your ankles. Move your head from side to side. Stretch your whole body. And now slowly come to sitting. Grab your block or your cushion and sit. Relax your shoulders and close your eyes for one moment. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. And today I would like for you to thank yourself for doing this practice, for taking care of yourself and your body. in your mind. You can also give thanks for yourself for anything else that might come to your mind. We usually forget to acknowledge ourselves, to value ourselves. So let's take a moment to do that now. Now take a deep breath in, and with the exhalation, bow your head towards your heart. Bring your hands to your forehead. And then with the inhalation, slowly lift your head up and gently open your eyes. Thank you. I really hope that you enjoy this class. I hope that your spine is feeling amazing now. Um, so if you have any comments, I will be very happy to read them. And yeah, I hope to see you for the next one. Namaste. If you enjoyed this class and you want to support me, please consider giving this video a like and also subscribing to my channel by clicking here so that you can stay tuned for more. Thank you. Inhalamos, subimos los brazos, silla. Exhalamos, nos doblamos hacia el frente.